Horse racing in Kentucky is rich in history, dating back to 1789 when the first race course was laid out in Lexington. However, it was almost 100 years later, in 1875, that Churchill Downs officially opened and began its tradition as home of the Kentucky Derby. The draw, which is the planning and scheduling of the races, is the most important part of racing that fans never get to see. Racing Secretary Ben Huffman sat down and explained the process and importance of the draw.
The draw is, well, it all starts with the condition book, and that's what every trainer has, is this. And in this condition book is all the different types of races we offer. And it's by date, and today we took entries. Today is Wednesday for Saturday's card. So the trainers, they pick whatever races in this condition book for this day, first race, second, third, fourth, so on and so forth. They enter in whatever race their horses fit. We take the entries, and then when we got all the entries in, we'll draw each race one at a time, and that's just, we put the entries in a box and a pill, and then we have a pill bottle, and it's just a random draw. And we do that 5 days a week for every race meet.
Next, we caught up with Darren Rogers, Senior Media Director of Churchill Downs, to discuss the Breeders' Cup, night racing, and the current state of horse racing here at Churchill Downs.
The Breeders' Cup is always one of our great events on the horse racing calendar each year, and we were thrilled to have it back at Churchill Downs for the first time after a 4-year hiatus. We've hosted it for 7 times, and historically, Churchill Downs has had one of the most attended and most wagered on Breeders' Cup events in history, and this year was no different. An outstanding 2 days of racing, great crowds, great business levels, and it was hard to top that classic with Blame holding on that last-minute surge from Zenyatta. Part of the 21-day fall meet included the Breeders' Cup World Championships, and that really was a stepping stone and a prelude to the attention that we were going to receive nationwide. We were fortunate to have 2 purse increases during the meet. Purse increases can only happen when wagering across the country is larger than expected. So from that standpoint, that's great news for us, great news for the owners, the trainers, the breeders, the jockeys who compete for that prize money, and obviously we want to offer the highest prize money possible. While we've had that great success on the wagering front during our 4-week boutique-style meet, it really hasn't changed the situation of the Kentucky horse racing and breeding industry. A few years ago, our CEO, Bob Evans, challenged the team to make Churchill Downs not just a racetrack. He wanted to make it a racing and entertainment destination. And the team wanted to draw upon some of those great elements that help make Kentucky Derby Week so special. In addition to the great racing, you have the food, you have the fashion, the party, the celebrity sightings, etc. We wanted to bring one of those to our everyday racing product, and we thought the best setting would be through night racing. So a year ago, we had temporary lighting, 3 dates, and we averaged crowds of 30,000 people. So Churchill Downs Corporate decided to invest in $4 million to install permanent lighting here at the track. And through our Downs After Dark programs, we've continued to have great success. We averaged 27,000 in the spring, and we had 15,000 folks here for our lone test date in the fall. And it held sway with the previous days of tripling the attendance and doubling the on-track handle. That's great news for us, great news for the fans because it creates an electric environment, and then it's great for the horsemen as well because it puts more purse money available through the wagering dollars.
Whatever Churchill Downs does, one thing goes without saying. They are as strong-willed as the thoroughbreds that race there and will endure and thrive through any adversity for years to come.